You need to warm up?
No, I'm good. You serve first. Come on, show me what you got.
15 love.
All right, you want to play like that? Let's do this thing. Come on.
Hey, Tom. Game. Hey, Tom. I mean, I've seen your approach shot, man. You have really improved. I'm not kidding. You know, maybe you can play now. Me and my associate, we're just starting up. How about you two against me? I'll just play. Tom, seriously, I'll spot you 3 sets. All right, I'll see you later then.
Isn't that,
It's Tom Keller.
yeah, the premier fantasy sports guy, right? That's him. Yeah, I play that every year.
Yeah, you and 5 million other fantasy footballers. I mean, the guy generates $200 million per annum, right? He still uses his fraternity brother as his general counsel. I mean, someone with that many assets just makes me sick.
Okay. So is it my serve?
Let's hit the showers.
Wait.
Hey, Tom. You just missed a great game. I was beating him. You know, 10 years ago, before these dot-com millionaires, there were men of substance in this club, you know, men who understood how business gets done.
Well, maybe he's just not interested in talking business while he's in a towel.
Like, he's not interested because he doesn't think I'm cool. And he's a pothead who thinks that anybody who doesn't smoke is a nerd. I mean, so I treat my body like a temple. Does that make me uncool? I don't think so.
No.
But on the other hand, you kind of seem his type.
Why do you say that?
Because you're young. And you think of yourself as hip, whatever, I guess. You know, I'm sure you enjoyed the occasional bong hit.
No, I don't smoke.
I mean, that's just a little strange.
Why is it strange?
Oh, because, you know, the drug test that you took, well, that I made you take, would indicate otherwise. You're not going to dispute it now, are you? Relax, Mike. Relax. I'm not offended. I'm not even surprised. Matter of fact, in this instance, we could use this to our advantage.
What are you talking about, Lewis?
I'm just saying, you know, back in the day, to woo a client, you would take him to dinner, you would buy him a drink, but that's not going to work with Tom. Not in a million years, not with me anyway. But with someone of his generation who shares the same proclivities.
You saying you want me to smoke pot with him?
I'm saying you can help me land him as a client.
It's the only reason I'm here, isn't it?
Mike, stop. Just stop, okay? I assure you, no one was more disappointed than me when I found out the results of your drug test, okay? Then I had to say to myself, Lewis, do what you do. Make lemonade.
And if I don't?
You're a smart kid. And I really want to see you succeed. Ball's in your court. Hey, Tom. I was just gonna tell you, I wanted to...
Dude creeps me out, man. He never wears a towel, ever.
Yeah, tell me about it. Hey, I know you must hear this all the time, but totally addicted to your website name.
All right. Who placed 6 in passing yards last year?
Carson Palmer, 3,970. How many sacks did James Hall have?
11?
10.5.
Yeah, I know. I rounded up.
Your league doesn't, or I'd have come in better than 20th.
You're Ross's Raiders, right?
Yeah, Mike Ross.
Tom Keller.
Ah, good to meet you.
Congratulations, man. You got a nice little team there. Nah, if Roethlisberger hadn't let you down, you'd been top 10 for sure, I'm telling you.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you get high before the draft, right?
You get high?
Hey, Ross. You left your searches for the rookie dinner on your computer. Why don't you just save time and take us to Fridays? Ooh, somebody's mad.
Devin, Looking at my computer is a violation of exactly 7 hostile workplace environment statutes.
What are you gonna do, sue me?
No. I'm just gonna use it as legal cover if I decide to kick your ass.
Louis wants to see you. This time he doesn't want to wait.
Hey.
I said don't be late.
Late? I'm not late.
When you host your dinner here, not being late means getting here a half hour early.
Aha. So what made you change your mind?
The food items are samples to help you select your menu. So, since I could never really afford to eat here myself. Okay, start there.
Try that.
Yes,
It looks kind of funny.
so does an egg roll.
I don't accept that premise.
You want my help or not?
Whoa, what is that?
Squid.
I think it's still moving. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't get it. How do you have no appreciation for fine food?
We didn't have a lot of money growing up. I guess I'm just comfortable with what I'm comfortable with.
That is the exact opposite of me. I've always loved new experiences.
And your parents?
They're loaded.
So then what do you need a free meal for?
I want to live on what I make. What?
Nothing. I was just thinking about Dominic for a second, and then I realized this was the first time in weeks that I haven't been thinking about work.
That's what new experiences do for you. Being a foodie doesn't mean only liking fancy food. It means having the courage to try it. And then you get to serve what you like.
Except strawberries, peanuts, gluten, and chicken.
Okay, why not those things?
Because Louis is an asshole.
If you can't serve things just because Louis is an asshole, you're not gonna have that many choices.
Good point.
So what really made you change your mind?
Hitty.
I'll take it.
I have to admit, you don't suck. I wish I could say the same for you.
Time to pay the piper. Just so you know, I took the liberty of ordering some really expensive wines. Hope that's okay.
Sorry, sir, but the check's been paid for in full by a Harvey Specter.
There might have been some gluten in the ravioli.
It's kind of ironic, isn't it? You and I both lost in court yesterday.
You lost? In housing court? How does one lose in housing court? People win there without lawyers.
Well, he had a lawyer, Tanaka, and
Vivian
she...
Tanaka?
Yeah, what, you know her?
If your landlord's using Vivian Tanaka, this isn't about bed bugs. Vivian Tanaka represents half the high-rises in Manhattan. This isn't a petty rent dispute. Your guy's going condo.
Well, that's great. Forcing Frank out for conversion is harassment. I can go after him for that.
No. You want to take down Vivian? You better go in there with more than just one client. You show the pattern, the settlement goes up. If they did this to him, I guarantee they've done this to others.
So I should find other people in Frank's building?
Think bigger.
Bigger how? Greensky owns 5 buildings, and they all used to be rent-controlled, but now they go for $1.5 million a unit.
Nice profit margin.
I went to look for housing department complaints in the year prior to his remodel. In each one of them, tenants who couldn't buy into the conversion ended up with some complaint. Garbage, heat, air, all of them, one by one. Krinsky drove them out.
You couldn't get their names from housing complaints?
No, he gave me some names, but I need to make this bigger than just his building.
Look, I only get 1 hour off a day for lunch and I never take it. Do you really need me for this?
See these people are leaving the building?
Mm-hmm.
The entire building looks like them. I know I clean up okay, but
You need me to class you up a bit.
not class, but
Class.
whatever gets you through the door. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Hi there. My wife and I are here to see some of the new units. Isn't that right, honey? I tracked down 15 former tenants who were willing to testify to all manner of harassment that forced them out of their apartments.
You did this overnight?
Yeah, I couldn't sleep anyway. Kept thinking I felt bed bugs. But I get these people in front of a judge to tell their story, and there is no way that Vivian Tanaka can spin this to save Karinsky's ass. You should hear their stories. They'd break your heart. If you had a heart.
Emotion is fine, but you better have some cold, hard facts to back it up because Vivian Tanaka is no pushover. But it's good work. Keep at it. I'm gonna go do what I gotta go do.
We need more.
How are we gonna get more? Mike?
Is this the building we were in yesterday?
No rents, no apartment. That's my code.
Yeah, before and after.
We need to go carpet shopping.
What's in the bag?
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, do you recognize this carpet?
Make him get that out of here.
This is your own carpet, Mr. Karinsky. It's from Frank Carvello's apartment. Come on. You feel the fibers, the texture. It's almost alive.
You brought bed bugs in here.
Whoa. That's vandalism, assault.
You know, I'm happy that you put it that way because that's exactly what we're going to be charging your client with.
What are you talking about?
He didn't just fail to eradicate a bedbug infestation, he actually created one. Yeah, he pulled the carpet from one of his old buildings, carpet that was already infested, and then he reinstalled it in my client's apartment to drive him out.
That's crazy.
You might want to warn your client about perjury. We've got sworn testimony from the installer.
And a picture of the same carpet from one of his old buildings before it was renovated. By the way, my wife and I really love what you've done with the place. So it looks like we're talking about what? Assault, violations of rental codes, health codes, and just basic codes of human decency.
And if a jury in New York heard all that, wow, imagine the damages.
Harvey Specter, please.
Just get that carpet out of here.
So, Vivian, how am I doing for my first time? This still counts as my first time, doesn't it? Now, let's talk about how much this is going to cost you.
Yes?
Just thought you'd like to know your case, the pro bono. I won.
How exciting for you. But like I said, it's just a pro bono case. It's not going to help your career.
I did also manage to sign 15 new clients who are all suing for the same harassment, and they will be paying. So you can multiply this number times 15. It's not bad for rookie league.
Dude, it's Trevor. Don't hang up. Look, I only get one call. I'm in jail. I tried to hop this bus at Port Authority. I was drunk. It's all messed up. Look, I know we haven't talked since we fought, but I didn't know who else to call.
I'm sorry, man. Sorry. Okay.
I'm gonna pay you back.
Good. Your bail cost me everything I had in the bank.
Thing is, I don't have the money.
What are you talking about? You're clearing $10,000 a month selling weed.
It went out as fast as it came in.
Came in?
Quit. I'm not dealing anymore.
Bullshit.
I'm serious. After we fought, I don't know, things just started to fall apart. Jenny broke up with him.
I didn't know.
Just realized I needed to make a change. Even sold my bong.
What have you done with my friend?
You should talk. Look at you. Look like Gordon Gekko's old brother.
Okay.
Are you working on Wall Street, man?
Why'd you call me, Trevor?
You're the one person I knew would show up.
You want to ask me for anything else?
Look, all I care about right now is keeping my record clean. You don't happen to know any good lawyers, do you?
No. I don't.
Phone call the other day when you answered it during the meeting?
Yeah, sorry about that. Won't happen again.
Who was it?
It's just a friend. An emergency.
What kind of emergency?
Um,
Was it a friend who almost got you busted for drug trafficking? That friend? Trevor?
he's not dealing anymore, Harvey.
So it was him. He called you from jail? You know, I make a living learning how to read people, Mike. So if I saw it, Jessica did too. Is that the kind of impression that you want to leave around here? This guy is not your friend. He is an anchor dragging you down. Get rid of him.
He is my oldest friend, Harvey. I wasn't just gonna let him rot in jail.
What's gonna happen the next time? Because there will be a next time. You gonna bail him out? Put yourself in jeopardy?
You know, if it weren't for Trevor, you and I never would have met.
Cut him loose.
We're here to see Mike Ross. He's an associate. His friend Trevor referred us. Thank you.
It looked like they knew you, and not in a very good way.
Excuse me, officer.
Is Central Park that way?
Yeah, just go right there.
Sorry, I'm really terrible with direction. Is it this street right here?
This street, yes.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Trevor, it's Mike. Call me back. Need to know what the hell's going on.
Why is that on my desk?
Because the LSATs are a week from Saturday.
Great, go away. I'm busy.
There are only 4 tests a year, which means if you miss this one, you're gonna have to wait another 3 months.
I can do math too, Good Will Hunting. When did I say I was ready to retake the LSATs?
I thought that after our talk,
Nothing about our talk said I'm interested in bombing the test again.
You're not gonna bomb it again.
How do you know?
Because the first time you took it, you were missing one essential ingredient. Me.
I'm not interested. If I let you help me, will you leave me alone? Okay.
I'll see you later. Get excited.
Woo-hoo.
Come on, you got this one.
It's A. You know what? It's C. Actually, it's D. It's definitely D.
Final answer?
Yes, D.
It's A. Rachel, you gotta remember they're asking why the argument is most vulnerable.
I can make the case that they're all vulnerable arguments.
You could, but your first instinct was A. You gotta go with your gut.
Right, so what if my gut can find the exception where A is wrong? What am I supposed to do then?
You ignore it.
I can't, that's easier said than done.
Look, the test isn't trying to trick you,
But sometimes
Rachel.
it is, Mike.
Well, you gotta let that go.
I can't.
Why not?
Because I don't want to get any questions wrong.
Okay, I think we found your problem. You're so afraid of getting fooled by a few trick questions that you're letting it mess you up with all the other ones. Look, Rachel, you want to get into Harvard, you need a 170, okay? If you let a few of these trick questions go, you're gonna be fine. But if you keep trying to be perfect and you're gonna overthink this whole thing, you're gonna end up with a 130. Rachel, nobody gets all the trick questions.
What about you?
First grade, they gave me an achievement test. I scored in the 99th percentile, so they kept giving me achievement tests all the way up to the 8th grade level. And I kept getting in the 99th percentile with every one of them.
Wait, you couldn't get the 100th?
There is no 100th. Next question, come on.
still upset that I didn't get the internship. It would have been so much fun to work together, don't you think?
Absolutely. Let me ask you something. How did you turn it around with the LSATs?
What do you mean?
Come on, you took them, didn't do so well, and now you're at Harvard Law. That's exactly what I want to be doing. You can tell me. What'd you do, sleep with the grader? What?
I paid someone to take them for me.
What?
There's this guy. I heard about him from a friend of a friend. I paid him $1,000 and he took the LSATs for me. He got me a 172.
You cheated on the LSATs?
When we were paralegals, we were smarter than half the associates. What? Why should I be denied my chance because I can't pass some stupid test? I'm living my dream, Rach. I'm not gonna apologize for it to anyone.
Come on, come on. Hello?
Mikey, yo, it's Scott.
Scott, how are you, man? Talked to you in forever.
You still taking LSATs for other people? I have a customer for you.
No, man, I'm not in that business anymore. I'm sorry.
Trust me, you want to take this meeting, dude. This chick is smoking hot.
What's her name?
Rachel Zane.
You didn't give her my name, did you?
No, of course not.
I'm not taking that meeting, man. Rachel? What are you doing all the way over here?
This guy has the best soft pretzels in town. Do you want to try it?
No, I'm good. Hey, how are you feeling about the LSATs? Really happy with all the prep we did yesterday. I'm really excited for you.
You're excited for me? Why do you even care?
Just asking.
Well, just stop asking. Look, I came down here because I just want to be by myself, and I bump into you, and the first thing you want to talk about is the LSATs?
Hey, sorry. Truth is, I came down here to clear my head, too.
About what?
It's Gabby Stone.
The girl who did the insider trading?
She actually suspected that something was wrong after the trade, but she didn't do anything about it. She didn't want to jeopardize her career. Now she's going to be paying for that mistake for the rest of her life.
Anyway, I'm sorry I ruined your alone time. I'll see you back at the office.
Jones, tell me something. You have 30 hotels in 12 different countries, but you spent last week in Daniel Vega's Lisbon resort.
What? Just, checking out the competition.
That was more than a fact-finding mission. You're thinking merger.
Do you honestly believe that I'd do that without talking to you first?
I know you would.
Then perhaps I did.
Jones, if you try to pursue a merger, you may not control what happens to your business that you built so passionately.
Okay, Sherlock, hear me out. Combined, we're 100 hotels in 23 countries. I like having multiple homes.
But you don't need another name on the mortgage.
It's a good deal.
Yeah, and it's my job to get you a better one, okay? Promise me you didn't do a handshake deal. Donna?
Paperwork looks good, despite the fact that you two decided to go lawyer commando. The devil's always in the details.
Harvey, I know that impulse purchases don't exist in your world, but the timing was right.
And as for the details, I like to leave that to my man, Scott.
Does he always like to be late?
She. Just got off a plane from London. Oh, yeah. Meet Ms. Dana Scott.
Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Scotty.
Harvey.
Oh, you two know each other?
We went to Harvard Law together. Harvey was 5th in the class, and I was, oh, I forget, what was it?
Married to the library?
That's right, number 1.
Number 1 at studying.
Okay, this way.
Tell me, Scotty, what's my success rate against you in the real world where we practice real law?
Oh, Harvey, there should be no winners or losers in a merger, just a happy new couple.
That's right, 3-0.
Well, I say we let these two talk deal points while I try your chef's famous sea bass.
Absolutely. Play nice. We like each other, even if you two don't.
Married to the library?
It's not my fault. Library was the best you could do.
Do you have the preliminary proposal?
No, I just flew in from London completely unprepared.
Try not to be intimidated. I use some big words.
Overcompensation isn't that big of a word.
It isn't?
I can hardly wait to see the work of a senior partner.
I see my promotion popped up on your Harvey Specter Google alert.
That's not all that's going to pop up.
Can't remember the last time we had a bed. Pretty convenient that we're working on a hotel merger.
Remember the mining deal?
Chef 27? How can I forget? Listen, about the due diligence.
Harvey. You know the rules. No case negotiations till we're done.
I think that might be a while.
Lola.
Wanted to apologize for earlier today. Can we come in?
Yeah, of course.
Nice gesture. Botanical gardens?
Yeah, you said it was a pretty special place for you guys.
It was. And then he became CEO. But not here to reminisce. I must say, I was really impressed you figured out what I was doing. Especially since you're not even a real lawyer.
What are you talking about?
I accessed Harvard Law School's alumni directory. Every class that graduated for the last 10 years. No record of Mike Ross at all.
Yeah, the dean's office was supposed to fix that. They put my name wrong in the system.
I checked your social security number against the database.
How did you get my social security number?
Easily. Here's the deal. Leave me alone, or I expose you.
Threats like hers are a tactic. They're effective because they distract you from what you're supposed to be doing.
Are you crazy? What we should be doing is backing the hell off.
And how would that go, huh? Jerome, you came to us with a problem. We discovered that your daughter stole $2 million from your company, and our conclusion is you're shit out of luck.
I don't really care how it would go. All I care about is my life and keeping our secret.
I told you, it's a distraction. She won't pull that trigger. Why do you think she hasn't distributed that money yet? Why do you think Jerome doesn't want us to go to the police?
I don't know.
It's because they both want to bury the hatchet. And if any of that stuff happens, they can't.
Then what?
Figure out a way to make them reconcile. It's easy.
Yeah, it's easy. Mr. Jensen, I had a difficult relationship with my father. So trust me when I tell you that Lola wants to forgive you, but she needs you to take the first step.
Well, we tried it your way. We went to lunch, and you saw how well that worked out. My daughter's not a child. She's an adult. She made these choices as an adult.
If you just found a way...
You're my lawyer. This is a legal problem. My daughter brought this on herself. Now, I desperately do not want her to go to prison. But if she doesn't return the money, she will.
You said Jerome wouldn't pull the trigger. You were wrong. He's ready.
I don't have time for that right now.
Harvey, when the police show up at Lola's doorstep, we're done.
Has she distributed the money yet?
No, she hasn't, but she's about
She hasn't, and she won't, because what she wants is her daddy's attention. Now sit down with me and let's deal with this.
Yeah, sure. Why don't you tell me what you need?
Maslow was in Liechtenstein the day that Lucille's endowment evaporated.
But maybe he was skiing.
Nobody goes to Liechtenstein for pleasure.
Why don't we subpoena the bank records? How many banks can there be?
Places like Switzerland on steroids. We'll never see those records.
So what the hell do you want from me then?
What did you just say to me?
I once suggested that we hack Harvard's records to cover my ass, and you laughed at me. And now it turns out that you were wrong, and it's about to cost me my career.
Where are you going?
You told me to fix my case. Why don't you fix yours?
Hope you came here to tell me Harvey's backing off.
I wish I could, but he's not.
That's too bad. Such a promising career.
God, Lola, you act like you care about a higher cause, but of all the companies that exist, you chose your dad's. Company that's trying to make amends for what it did.
Really don't need to hear another speech from a wannabe suit.
God, do you think I'm your enemy, huh? Well, I'm not. I didn't even come here to talk to you about me or your father. New York, Iowa, Kansas, 40 states that all have housing projects that will vanish if we don't find out information that only you can help us get. So you can steal money from your father's company, or you can blow the whistle on me if you want to. But if you really care about people the way that you claim to, you're gonna do this first.
Are we close?
Accessing the banks through a server in China. Unless you'd rather me use yours.
Take it done.
Done. All right, there's 16 banks in Liechtenstein. This is every account in every single one of them. None of the accounts is listed under Anthony Maslow.
You forget about the name. Find an account with 150 million embezzled from stable shelters on that day.
I'm so very proud of you, Mike.
Wow, I really wish you weren't touching me right now.
You were what loyalty looks like. You rooted out the person responsible for leaking the witness list to Wakefield Katie.
Louis, I have no idea what you're talking about.
It was almost cute how you hid the evidence in the Goluska briefs. Like you didn't even want to take the credit.
What? Louis, I didn't hide anything.
Don't worry. No one's going to label you a snitch.
Snitch?
I mean, we didn't even think to check the fax machines. That was brilliant. The lists were sent from right here in this firm.
This is a copy of a fax submission form sent from 3 days ago. This doesn't implicate anybody.
That's the confidential employee code. She must not have known that the machine recorded it.
She?
Wait, why am I being suspended? I didn't leak any documents. Who told Louis I did this?
Let's go, please. This way, miss.
No, Louis, you have to stop this. I didn't turn Rachel in.
That's so sweet how you didn't really mean to hand someone in. Wait, Mike, stop. You did a great thing. And because of that great thing, $10,000, and don't spend it in one place. You say thank you, Louis, and then you're welcome.
So, do you have a personal code?
I have 2.
So where do you get them?
They're generated by the IT department.
We have an IT department?
Oh, no, the computers don't run themselves. At least until Skynet goes active.
Sarah Connor.
No.
No. I'll work
Really
on that.
bad.
So, in your short tenure here, has anyone ever asked you for access to someone else's code?
Once, last week.
Who?
I can't tell you that.
Why not?
IT officer-client privilege.
Does that even exist, Ben?
It does in here.
All right, Ben. Why don't we make a bet?
I think you mean a wager, Michael?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna tell you every single number on this piece of paper, and you're gonna give me that name.
And if you can't?
Then I'm gonna give you this check for 10 grand.
You get one number, 1 comma, 1 decimal point wrong, and that money is mine.
Oh, and when I win, I'll also take one of those computers. And for the record, there's not a single comma on there. You ready? Rachel, it's Mike. I figured out who leaked the list to Wakefield Katie. It was Louis. Call me back.
Hi, I'm Rachel Zane. I'm here for my job interview. Welcome to Wakefield Katie. Thank you.
Fair is fair. Here's your GX 9000.
You're a good man.
Use it for porn, and I'll know.
Weird.
Hey, Louis, how you doing?
Why did Benjamin just call you Louis? I don't know. Made a mistake? Oh. No, he didn't. He called you Louis because he thinks you are Louis.
What?
Because you posed as Louis to get Rachel's employee code, didn't you?
Look, Mike, it's not what you think.
It's exactly what I think. Come on. Start talking, Jimmy, or I'll go get Benjamin and we can all go see Jessica together.
Listen. Wakefield Katie offered me a junior partnership if I leaked the witness list. No, listen, Mike. I have huge law school debts, okay? I mean, don't you? I can't wait for Pearson Harmon to make me a partner.
So what are you still doing here, then?
After I gave him the list, they reneged on the offer.
Big surprise. I didn't see that one coming.
Just don't turn me in, Mike, please. I came from nothing. I worked my ass off to get into Harvard Law and become an associate here.
You know who else worked their ass off? Rachel Zane, the paralegal who got fired because of what you did.
I didn't know it was her code. I just needed some numbers, man. I didn't think I was gonna get caught. Look, Mike, I made one mistake, okay? I mean, haven't you ever cut some corners? Done some things you regretted?
Jimmy, I like you, man, okay? But to clear Rachel's name, they have to know she wasn't the one. If you come forward, maybe they fire you. If I turn you in, that's gonna follow you for the rest of your career. It's up to you.